What's up? What's up? What's up? Gracious good morning to you, good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do, and you know why I do it. It is Thursday morning. It is May 22nd, and it's 3:06 in the a.m. I'm going to share a story that for many of you will initially upset you, but after you give it some thought, you're going to say, ah, she's got something there. Now, first point of order. I'm getting a lot of pushback about talking about black and white. And I'm talking about people. And I'm talking about how some people present. Now, for me, I don't believe I'm doing it in a derogatory manner. I just want to, I want to say, kind of prompt people to keep their eyes open. You know, because some of the things are obvious and some of the things are so deeply ingrained that we just don't even give it thought. But I'm saying we need to. You know, in order to be an effective ally, you have to know who you're working with and why you're working with them. You know, and a lot of people approach this madness that we're experiencing right now from a point of, for me, I see condescending sympathy as opposed to knowing or experiencing the real. And I say condescending sympathy because, you know, when things get thick, you know, that flight mode kicks in for a lot of people. And, you know, when the fight gets uncomfortable, there is that flight back to privilege and entitlement. Now, you can intellectually speak on everything that you see and know that it's unjust, but do you have the guts to stick and stay in the fight? Because it not only impacts people of color, it impacts us all. You know, that 1% is ruining things for us and running things for them. So I want you to think about that. This is about capitalism more than anything. And who gets to capitalize? Right? Now, if you look at all the people who have sprinkled salt in the game, if you will, billionaires. You know, a few thousand, even a few million, don't matter to them. Whereas dollar, quarter, nickel, you know, that could mean what bill gets paid and what doesn't for us. That part. Okay, so here's what I see. And you tell me what you see. Okay, now, you remember a while back, number 47, I didn't even want to speak his name. Number 47 referred to melanated countries in the continent of Africa as whole countries. And then some other, you know, offshoots of countries with people of color, or a heavy population with people of color, referred to them as whole countries. So my question is, why are you meeting with presidents of African countries? They were of no value to you. Or at least that's what you told the world, the racist world. But you know that those countries are mineral rich. And you know that is their means of leverage. So you're striking deals or conversations with one, people you can't stand, and two, with a hidden agenda to pillage the natural resources. Or better yet, let me use this word so people seem to respond better to this word: colonize the mineral resources and the people. Because they're too stupid to know, or at least you think. Now, here's where it gets, I won't say interesting for me. This whole kind of plan, if you really look at it, is an Uncle Remus fairy tale. This is why it's important to know your history, folks, because many of you have heard of Uncle Remus from, was it the Disney movie Song of the South? You know, but you really don't know the behind the stories. And this particular pattern of behavior is straight from the Brer Rabbit. And here it is, a phrase: Tar Baby story. So, you know, while books are being banned, I want you to get your hands on a copy of Brer Rabbit, because it is a very racist depiction. No, albeit racist, but it's also, you know, a wake up of what we see now. See, that's why certain people can't stand the word woke, because they want you to be sleepwalking. Yeah, and again, you know, you heard me say this week. I've ended friendships, or what I thought were friendships, over all this being played out. And I ended friendships because there's an underlying tone of I agree or I am complicit because I don't say anything. I know it's wrong, but I don't say anything. That makes you an accomplice. Or, you know, I don't verbalize what I feel because I'm enjoying the heck out of my entitlement and privilege. I know it's wrong, and I'll talk about the wrong, but I won't renounce my positioning. Because it might mean I lose my creature comforts. It might mean I'll be alienated. And I like being liked too much. That part. If your comfort is rooted in somebody's oppression, then there's something wrong with how you get comfortable. If you're always talking about money and forget that there's people attached to that bill, because that's paper. You know, but that little piece of paper and how you manipulate it shapes people's lives. And please believe, money and manipulation go hand in hand. Just ask Target. You know, you were cool with the diversity. And it wasn't forced diversity. You were cool with, you know, your United Colors of Benetton. You remember that company? You were cool with that kind of image. But when it grated on the people who have the money, oh, you couldn't step away from fast enough. And now you're paying for it. And you want people to know you made a mistake. You're making a giant mea culpa. But you have not gone back to what effectively works. Wake up. Woke is not a bad word.